We left the U.S. through Salt Lake in the midst of snow flurries, de-icing, and frozen terrain, knowing we were soon to enjoy the warmth of a January Guadalajara sun. But Guadalajara is now very different from the pre-COVID days when I was last here. Gone were Lupe and Fernanda, their employment directly impacted by the pandemic economy. Even my favorite restaurant, Aragon, is no longer. But with change brings the birth of a new restaurant now named La Caracola. With young entrepreneurs with newborn, fresh dreams, and hopefully my new friends of the future.
Hi, my name is and this is La Caracola. The location is Calle Lope de Vega, número 27.
Hey everyone, this is Andy from the Timeless Travel Club, who normally is traveling solo throughout Mexico, putting a spotlight on potential future destinations for vacation or retirement. So if you're looking for travel tips or news of your future destination, you may want to consider subscribing to my channel to view videos put out every week. Now this video is going to be a little different because I'm no longer traveling solo. I have brought along my sister Idalia and an old family friend Margie to help explore several Pueblo Magicos in the Guadalajara areas. Okay, so we're here in Tlaquepaque, day 2 of Guadalajara. So yesterday, I'm here with my two amigas, hermana amiga. And just to give you a recap on what we did, where we went. So you guys remember the names of the towns we went in succession as it happened?
I don't know.
Mazatlán?
No.
Matzalita.
Matza pizza bar. I don't know, but
Mazamitla.
Mazamitla.
I like yours better.
Yeah.
That's a matza pizza. So what did you think of Mazamitla?
I had fun because just the way we went through it together. I love those quaint places. I love when we had breakfast. I enjoyed it. It was savory. The coffee. I drank the whole cup. Yeah.
Café de la olla.
Yeah.
Oh, it was delicious. I'm gonna have to learn how to make that. And then we went to Ajijic.
But before then,
Lake Chapala.
Before then, Remember, you'd been there before.
Oh, Jocotepec.
Exactly.
Okay.
First impressions of Ajijic.
That's where we had appetizers. And
The peacocks.
yes.
The garden was beautiful.
So the restaurant was called the Peacock Garden.
The peacock
Yes.
garden, that's right. And there were plenty of peacocks.
And for me, it was so scenic. The plants, the trees, I mean, that's just the type of things I like. The ambiance was just cool. And of course, the three of us always having fun, laughing, talking. That's the place I liked best.
Chapala would have been better had we not lost our driver.
Okay.
Well, he wasn't really lost. He just turned his phone off so he couldn't hear our phone calls that were ready to be picked up.
He was lost in the day.
He was. He had to eat.
Yeah.
So he went to eat, turned off his phone, and didn't hear our phone calls. And because of COVID, there was no one there.
So that was my next question. Throughout the whole day yesterday, what is your thoughts on the COVID experience?
Some places they follow the regulations. Some places they don't.
So where did they not follow protocol?
Well, like for example, you can go indoor dining.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't be in an open space.
Still, there was nobody indoors. There's nobody dining.
True.
Most places we went was empty.
Yeah, it was empty.
The way I see that, I felt like we were celebrities, how they can close down a whole place just for them.
That's a great way to look at
It
it.
sure is.
It was easy, we got through, we didn't fight crowds. That's the way I see it. I felt like, hey, we know somebody, Andy knows these people, and they did all that for us. So, I mean, it was cool, and I just love the culture and all the things we could have bought that don't fit in my suitcase.
Oh my God.
But I could have brought home a whole lot of stuff, including furniture and just, you know.
And we haven't even left Guadalajara yet.
No, I can't wait for our next stop. Which
So, last question. What about safety? Just basic safety. Did you feel safe?
I felt safe everywhere. Even at night when we were walking the streets at night in our area. Everybody's so friendly. They pass you and they give you a good morning, good evening, whatever part of the day that it is. But no, I felt very safe.
I felt really safe because I've been in parts of Mexico sometimes where the military is walking the streets, and I think that makes you a little more apprehensive. There was policemen, but not invading us, you know.
Well, thank you for your opinions.
And then, of course, we were safe because you were there.
Like that's gonna save you.
But like I'd like to make mention of that place she took us into that had the bicycle. That was very cool, the piano player. Just the atmosphere there of the kind of people that look like they gather, almost kind of like a Cheers, like they know your name. So.
That is called the Bar El Fuente. Yeah. And I like the fact that these people with this cart are trying to roll it very quietly past us.
They did.
So much appreciated. Lonches caliente. Lupita. So there you go. That is summary number 1. I think we're going to have a lot more summaries before this vacation's over, so I'll talk to you soon. So the third Pueblo Mágico we went to in the Guadalajara area was Tlaquepaque. So what were your opinions? What's your first impression of walking the street of Tlaquepaque?
Which one was Tlaquepaque? I can't even pronounce it. Tlaquepaque. More than half of the shops were closed. Very few people there. We really weren't able to get the full experience. After we had dinner, we had our cousin cook us a wonderful meal. And she recommended that we go back. And lo and behold, it was almost all open. Artisans, music. So I enjoyed it very, very much.
I remember when we got dropped off was all the drizzle making our hair frizzy because we had to go through the COVID tunnels.
You don't run through them like sprinklers.
Oh, good. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that. No. They're just going to do your temperature.
Oh.
Tell us when.
Ya están de cada año, pues a lugares ahora sí que lejos.
That wasn't bad.
What I remember is the statues. They had some really great statues. They're symbolic, obviously, to the town. But we did end up at a place where we went to have orange juice, El Patio.
I forgot about El Patio.
Yes. And seriously, what I like walking through the streets, for me, the music is great. I love the music. Yeah, someplace a little loud. I like loud. I like to dance, so I like loud. But then we went into that one place where we were able to sit down and talk. We had some very interesting conversations where we had to sign papers that nobody could tell what we talked about. But
I recorded that, so next video.
next video.
I kill you.
Again. Okay. You know, Tlaquepaque, the first time I went was completely different from the last time that we went together because, of course, before COVID, but the place was jam-packed. You guys thought that that was alive during the evening. Now, it was almost too crowded when I went. My cousin lives near Tlaquepaque. First of all, she's my third cousin. She's an incredibly smart individual. She teaches French at the university. We didn't have her speak French to us.
Oh, we sure didn't.
Voila.
Ooh la la.
Cut. We were greeted by her nephew and her nephew's girlfriend, who they all three of them pitched in. And of course, you know, when Mexican families are so hospitable, especially when you're related. So even though they're third cousins, they treated us like royalty. So what did we eat?
We had a stew of chicken with chayote, which is a Mexican squash, potatoes, and peas. And am I missing anything? It was delicious. And rice.
Rice, yeah.
To me, it was like when you take a bite of it, you can almost feel these nutrients being absorbed in your body. It felt so healthy and natural.
It was just some home cooking, and she had these health drinks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so, which were good. I think it said out. She said that it had alfalfa.
Alfalfa, yeah.
They were just such sweet people, Nestor and Carla. They just have different ways of expressing themselves, which it was just all enjoyable. And they also took all day, and I'm talking hours, to make these like Cinnabons, but seriously took hours.
Oh.
We had to leave and come back, and we didn't have to leave, but I mean to give us something to do. We could have gone and seen 3 movies.
We went to Tlaquepaque.
Yeah.
That's why we went there.
While the yeast was rising.
Yeah, they fed us and said, we have postre, we have dessert, and it's going to take a couple hours though. They never apologize. You know, in Mexico, the expectation is things are going to take a while. So we thought, well, we didn't complain. We had nowhere to go really, but time just kept going on and on and on. And finally they admitted, well, go to Tlaquepaque, come back, should be ready. We came back and they're like, it's going to be like another 2.5 hours. I don't know if it was the first time they've ever cooked it. Was that discussed?
It was not discussed, but what was mentioned was that Carla and Noemi were planning on opening their own bakery. They've been working together on different recipes, but I think we ended up eating our postre about 9 o'clock.
Later, I think,
Really?
wasn't it?
I think.
Well, I know the almond one was my favorite.
Oh,
I
God,
love
all of them were so...
And you had your choice of a type of Latino chocolate that she made. or
Everything was
tea,
from
or-
scratch.
Everything was from scratch. And so it was rico, as they say here.
It was good, like I say. It was real good. I wasn't expecting all that food to be so good. It was the first time that they had met Noemi, so I knew the charisma that she has. It has such a great sense of humor. And all three of them, not a word of English was spoken, but they all understood every word that we said, so it made it easy. And these two speak a pretty mean Spanish. So
We kind of tag teamed ourselves
team.
with this.
We threw in, I'm getting the accent. We threw in. The conversation was so enjoyable.
We
so far.
also were able to talk to her mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, we did a conference call or a video call. Her mother lives in California, ironically. And we were in her mother's house, ironically. But yeah, it was an incredible night. And it was a whirlwind, right? We spent 3 days. It seemed like we were there a week because we got so much in. So it's off to Puerto Vallarta. We've got a lot planned. We're going to go to another Pueblo Mágico, to San Sebastián. And we're going to go to a friend of mine's house in I think it's close to Punta Mitla.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
Punta something.
Careful.
Yeah. What the hell? What was that? Did you hear that?
I did.
And then from there, I don't know. What else do we have planned?
We have your birthday.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, Andy. And we're gonna party.
We're gonna find a bar to dance on, or to bang my forehead on.
Wednesday, we have to go take our COVID test.
Yes, I should probably do a video just on that, getting our brains stabbed.
Yes.
My nose it's not like long.
Can you just use a Q-tip?
Break off the end. Okay, now.
That'd be good footage, actually.
Yeah.
When we get home, this is hopefully, it's not going to be the last trio on a trip.
I'm ready.
I'm up for it.
Let me know if you like this setup or not, or do you want me to go solo?
Or if you want to join us.
No.
Don't hurt our
sorry.
feelings.
Never mind, you're not invited.
No. My
No.
subscribers.
Oh, sorry.
Some people paid to watch
Okay,
this.
edit. We're going to edit that.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't make me pay.
And why haven't you?
How would I afford this trip?
We'll discuss later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last parting words?
I would like to just add one thing, is that when we left your cousin's house, Ernesto and Carla were good enough to give us a ride home, that in their culture, they do hug you and kiss you. So even though I was not family, I also got a taste of that flavor of their culture, is that they will hug you and kiss you and just tell you how nice it was that you were there. So
Yeah. Yeah. Mexico, Mexicans in a nutshell.
And for me, it was not as if I had just met her. They all were just such warm and friendly people that you felt very relaxed and welcome at their home.
Yeah. Like you should feel when you watch my videos. All right, folks. We'll talk to you next week on the next video. Ciao.
ciao.
And that's what I do. Oh, I forgot to press record. We got to do it again.
You gotta get it while it's hot. I'm gonna do this.
You look like you're going to be executed.
And this will work for me because it's a bad hair day. They don't need to see you.
Don't look into the light. Sí, pero mi trabajo es mejor.
He's not camera shy.
No.